So this is my little 2000 Miata. This is my daily. This is what I used to commute with. I had to get it towed here because it just died on the road and I pulled over, got it towed. So today we're going to be figuring out what is going on with this car. So these are the symptoms. It's going to be a crank no start. Key in, car on. So basically what happened is coming down a hill, car just shut off, was able to coast it into a gas station, and that's where we're at. Tried to troubleshoot at the gas station, just had no tools or anything. So that's where we're at. Fortunately, this is an OBD2 vehicle, so I can at least pull some codes, but I think we're gonna have to be doing a little bit more electronic diagnosis inside the engine bay. But to go ahead and start our diagnosing process, I partnered with Foxwell, and they sent me this NT706 4 system scanner. This thing is super fancy. It's probably one of the fancier units that they offer. All right, so it comes with a nice little carrying case. All right, and this is it out of the box. Looks like a Nintendo Switch. Pretty neat scanner here. Let's get this guy plugged in and start reading some codes. Okay, powering that on. First time powering it on, obviously, so it might take a second. All right, so I gotta create an account and stuff first. Let me do that and I'll get right back. All right, ready to go. Gonna plug this little puppy in. All right, so diagnostic, Mazda. Okay, good. Quick scan. PCM, read codes. System pass, no faults found. I don't believe you. Let's try key cycle. I know I have a stored engine code in here, so it should be finding it. No faults found. That's not right. Alright, well, we know we need fuel, spark, compression. So let's see if we have any kind of fuel indicators. Diagnostic trouble codes. Okay, let's check our pulse width. See if that does anything for us. Okay. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just select all and hit OK. That way we can just see everything that's going on while we're cranking. So what I'm not seeing here is I'm not seeing cam position sensor or anything else. So not that useful. I mean, it's doing what it's supposed to do, just not useful in my scenario. So it's not finding any codes. I mean, I don't know why. I know I have saved check engine codes in there, so I'm just gonna clear them. Codes cleared. Looks like we're gonna have to do this a more manual way, unfortunately. There's just not much we can do right now, being that the car won't start. So time to pull out another tool and start doing some diagnosis. All right, this is another tool that I use a lot now that I have one. The Onsell PB100 circuit tester, basically a power probe. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna test fuel injectors, and then we're gonna test spark and see if we're getting fuel or spark. And since the Miata has a battery in the back, we get this cool little adapter that'll let us plug in to a cigarette lighter. All right, easy. Okay, so one thing I want to check real fast is that I didn't just blow a timing belt or anything. So I'm gonna be trying to look into this hole while I crank the engine. If I see that cam spinning, then that means we still have a timing belt. Okay, crank it one more time. Let me make sure I can see the spark. Okay, as you guys just saw there, we're getting spark, which is good. I also checked down there. The cam is moving, so I don't think it's a timing issue. It still could be. I'm not gonna rule it out. But right now I need to check to see if there's fuel. On the Miata, there is not a fuel pressure relief valve. So I gotta figure out how I can see fuel coming up to the engine. So let me figure that one out. Okay, so right now I have really nothing but a couple wrenches and sockets. And what we need is a fuel line disconnect tool. I'm gonna see if I can make one out of this metal strapping I found here. We just need to wrap it around this pipe and then push up, and that should release the fuel line. This works a lot better if you have a hose clamp, just because it's more malleable. But I'm gonna try my best to just get this thing wedged up in here and see if it'll pop the line off. No, it's not working. Okay, that worked, surprisingly. That was just 2 little pieces of metal just carved around the pipe as best as I can and shoved up in there, and then kind of pried up on with the wrench. Yeah, I mean, where there's a will, there's a way, right? So now I guess what I'll do is I'll probably go in there, see if fuel is coming out of here when I turn the key. That will tell us if we have a fuel pump or not. We're gonna see if fuel comes out or not, okay?
What are you doing with that open?
Huh? It's the fuel line. Oh, the oil?
Yeah.
I was checking to see if the cam was spinning. Yep. Just a quick one.
Ready?
Yeah. Okay, keep going. Okay, no fuel. So it's the fuel pump. That's okay, that's not that hard. Go ahead and crank it for a little bit longer. Let me just make sure that that's... Yeah, okay. Okay, well, at least that's all it was. Let me show you guys something real fast. So this truck has been sitting here for quite a while, about a year. Battery, pretty much dead. Threw this TOPDON Tornado 4000 on there, and this thing, just over a few hours, has brought it up from 0 to 75%. And, you know, it's small, compact, just throw it in the dirt, it's rugged, it could take it, and just run a big old extension cord. It's so much easier and faster than carrying around this big old giant thing. And it's even more compact than these style ones. This is just one of those things that I keep finding myself using over and over again. So thanks again to TOPDON for sending me this. All right, so we are back in the Miata. Picked up a fuel pump. I don't think I got this on video, but that's what I believe is the issue. As you guys saw, cranked and no fuel is going up to the engine. So fortunately for me, they have a nice little access hole here, and this is how we're going to change the fuel pump. I've already taken the cover off. I can get this stuff kind of rolled back. There we go. No. Wait. Okay. So yeah, this is little fuel pump cover. I did not think about this, but I should be able to get these ones off, hopefully. So just 2 quick connects, and then take this little cover off, and that should be our fuel pump. So let me go ahead and take this off because I only got 2 hands. All right, and just as I suspected, I've peeled my skin off, taking this one off because it's sharp right here. Who would have thunk? But yeah, so now it's just taking off these screws that looks like someone's opened once or twice before, but they don't seem stripped, so that's the good thing. All right, so let me take all these screws off, and then we'll see inside the tank. All right, so now got the little cover off. Try to get everything out of the way real fast without breaking anything, and without getting fuel all over ourselves. So yeah, that's our fuel pump. The thing is, they didn't have any fuel strainers, so I'm gonna have to try to reuse this one. Hopefully we're able to do that. This fuel pump looks like, I mean, it looks like it's been replaced once or twice. There's a zip tie around it. So hopefully I have what I need in order to do this. Oh wait, look, I just noticed something. Unless I just did that now, look at this. Oh, hold on, I'm dripping fuel everywhere. That hose is off. I'm kind of tempted to plug the fuel pump in and just see if this turns on. I wonder if it was sucking dry or like pumping into itself, basically. Interesting. All right, well, we'll keep going. Wait, yeah, okay, we'll keep going. All right, so just as a little test for fun, I plugged the fuel pump wiring back in, and let's just see what happens here on the fuel pump. I'll go ahead and insert the key. Let's see if we hear or see anything. No, so yeah, nothing. I'll try to crank really fast just because it works. I have a feeling that this thing just came off. That is very strange. So our fuel pump's not dead. I have a feeling, I really have a feeling, guys, that this thing just came off. I mean, obviously this thing was rigged on here, like no doubt about it. But I mean, that would explain why my fuel pump just all of a sudden just turned off, basically. And if this thing fell off, you know, obviously you're not gonna supply fuel to the engine anymore. It could have been very loose on there, and then just, you know, any little turn or something could have just knocked it off finally. So yeah, I think I'm going to try to put this back together and see if it works now. I just wanted to point out one more thing that I just noticed. I mean, barely moving this thing around, this red power cable came off. So it looks like it was a lot of things. Just whoever put this together just assembled it like ass. And that's probably the main cause here. That's probably why the fuel pump fell off. You can tell there's just zip ties holding this thing together, and you know, bad crimps all around, just not very great. So I'm gonna see if I can get that red cable back on there somehow. I don't really have those kind of tools with me right now, but we'll see what we can do. And then we'll drop it in here, and before securing everything, we'll just reconnect the hoses and stuff and see if it works. All right, I just wanted to show you guys this. I got this butt connector on here. I'm at my grandpa's house and I just have I had no pliers. I have everything else. I just needed a pair of pliers. Went scrounging through the yard and I found these puppies. So hopefully this is enough for me to just squeeze the butt connector on there. I just thought it was funny. These things are like rusty as hell. Just USA made though, so that's all that matters, brother. All right, let me get this on here. Let's drop this back in, see if it works. Hey, good enough for me. That seemed to work. So let's drop this unit back in here and reconnect everything up at the front of the engine, and let's see if we get some startage. Okay, I've got 2 screws, just kind of keeping everything centered. Got my fittings back on, got my plug on. I'm gonna go up to the front and reconnect that fuel line that I disconnected earlier. Actually, I'm gonna put the spark plug back in, and then I'm going to crank it, see if fuel goes up to there, and then we'll see if it fires. Okay, so now I've put the spark plug back in. I'm gonna insert the key, and basically I just have this fuel line still exposed, open. I'll put my phone right here, and you guys keep an eye on it for me. Let's see if fuel starts coming out of there as I'm cranking. All right, keep an eye on that for me, guys. Oh yeah, that just doused my phone in gasoline. Let me clean my phone off. But yeah, definitely worked. Yeah, I saw the fountain from the driver's seat. So yeah, looks like it's gonna work. All right, got my phone wiped off. Got this reconnected. It's time to give it a test crank. I'm just gonna make sure everything else is connected here. We didn't really disconnect anything else. So I think it's time to just give it a start, see if it cranks. If it does start, then we'll go ahead and put our fuel pump and all that back together. Yeah, I think she works. Easy, easy. All right, so now it's just a matter of getting these screws in here, getting this cover back on, and I think we can call this one a job done. I didn't have to buy a new fuel pump, so that saved me money. This is really just my commuter beater. Honestly, I'm probably selling it soon, but since gas prices are so high, this thing has been coming in handy. Yeah, I'll get these screws in, seal everything back up, and we'll take her for a little rip, make sure she's still good. Well, I guess this means I should probably give her a little test drive, make sure she works. Gotta treat her gently, just gonna ease into her just a little bit, because this is my daily and I do want to take care of it. I'd say she's working good. Well, what else can I say? We got her fixed. Didn't cost me anything, just a little bit of troubleshooting. Got to try out some of my new tools, so I mean, you know, it's not always bad. It's not always bad. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this one, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. A little bit different, but you know, we just keep on moving around here. If you guys enjoy it, go ahead and give me a like, subscribe to the channel for more car content like this. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. If you guys have any questions, hit me up on Instagram or Facebook right here. And yeah, see you guys in the next one. It's a good thing I didn't post that video yet, because guess what? Yeah, fuel pump's dead, and I'm on the side of the road. And it's like 100 and some degrees outside. I'm dying. If I don't make it, this is gonna be my last video. So it looks like the same goddamn thing happened this time, except this time it pulled my power cord out with it. But you can see this this hose clamp just keeps sliding down this pipe. So it needs some kind of zip tie or something to hold everything on there. I don't have that right now, but I'm just gonna rig it for now and get back home, and I'll figure it out later. We back up.